It's Ed Gray and Rick Villada from the Review-Journal here in Houston at the owners' meetings. Mark Davis, the Oakland Raiders owner, presented the stadium plan signed by Governor Sandoval this week to the other 31 owners. Said it took about 6 to 7 minutes to go over the stadium deal. Rick, other than that, it didn't appear that there was huge progress, and yet after talking to Mark Davis, we both thought that he is convinced that Vegas is where his team's going to be.
I think that's the general opinion that Mark has. I'm not sure if that's the general opinion of the owners or of Commissioner Goodell, just based on some of the things that he said in the press conference just now.
It was funny. It was 2 days of meetings, and Roger Goodell addressed the media here and went over everything that happened in 2 days. And the one thing he didn't mention was anything about stadiums. He had to be asked that question, which, of course, was the first question because it was the question on everyone's mind here about the Raiders and the possibility of moving to Las Vegas. The next step would be market studies that Mark Davis has said has already been done through the Raiders. The NFL will do their own. They will present those studies to the owners at a December meeting in Dallas. And then potentially in January, after January 2nd, I believe, Mark Davis can apply for relocation. I don't know if it's going to go as fast as Mark Davis wants it to.
You know, some of these things about these market studies is that they do take some time. And, you know, a goal of trying to present it in December is pretty lofty, I would think. And, you know, it might last longer than that. This kind of speaks to some of the things that we've heard about regarding that this whole proposal might be pushed back even a few more months. So by all means, this is not a done deal, and it's certainly not on a fast track, not at least as fast as Mark Davis wants it to be.
The one thing I think we can gauge from talking to a lot of owners here is that the gambling aspect, while 10 to 15 years ago of Las Vegas might have been a huge deal, I don't think that's a huge deal anymore. I think they're more worried about market size. Can Las Vegas support the Raiders? Will they have enough fans going on a weekly basis? The PSLs, the corporations. I think the casinos obviously would be involved. But when they do these studies, to me, listening, other than perhaps Commissioner Goodell, I think the gambling aspect has been proactive enough to where now they're not as concerned as they might have been a couple decades ago.
And that's one of the things that's kind of tricky about these market studies because, yeah, we're the number 40 market, I believe, in the nation, and that's below most of the NFL cities. Though I think we're ahead of what five
cities.
The thing is that will these studies take into account this constant flow of visitation that we have coming into Las Vegas? That's one thing that you know, some of these studies that show just residential people and people who are going to buy season tickets, that type of thing, that's not going to show up in that. There might be a whole lot of people who are going to show up at some of these games that are coming from out of town, not necessarily to support the Raiders, but to support the team from where they're coming from.
So there you have it from Houston. 2 days of meetings. Mark Davis made his presentation. The next step is market studies and a meeting in December. In January, we expect him to apply for relocation, and after that, it's going to be up to the owners when a vote would take place on moving the Oakland Raiders into Las Vegas. It's Ed Gray and Rick Villada live from Houston.